What's up, people? Underspoke Riders here. Just on the next segment of the old El Camino, just out here tinkering with it a little bit as I, in between editing and loading and doing the videos and stuff, I'm waiting for this video to format. It's kind of a long process to do my videos, but anyway. Today's segment is just something light, nothing major. I probably won't even finish it off today, but I'll show you what's going on today with my El Camino. So far I've been driving around, everything's been all good, but I've been already 2 days with no music, so I need to start taking steps towards getting my music back in. So as you know, I pulled the stereo all out, and then this is what I pulled out the back here. Okay, there was a little cover on the wall. Let me flip the seat open. Now, all this stuff is still kind of glued onto the wall, so I'm gonna have to get this off of here. So that's what my goal is. That's what I'm doing right now, basically. It was coming loose at the top. I just kind of peeled it. I'm not sure how I'm gonna mount my stereo stuff quite yet, but the first step of this is getting all this little fuzzy stuff off this wall and getting this wall cleaned up. That's the main step for now. And I'm not going to film that process because most likely it's going to be messy, but I will show you what I'm going to use to get that cleaned up in there. My game plan, come over here. Yeah, that was the carpet that was on there. As you can see, you know, it's old and crusty, and I'm just replacing that, and that's where the ring in the box was. But anyway, the plan is, first and foremost, safety first, especially when dealing with these two things here. I got my face shield, so nothing happens. I definitely want to get that get that going, because after watching this guy's video on YouTube, his older video, Mr. Rick Fix. Yeah, I pay attention, Mr. Rick Fix. I don't want to have that happen to me. So I've always had wore this, but sometimes I haven't. But now it's all the time, you know, because you just never know. So I got the wire wheel, or the wire disc on the grinder, and I got the wire disc on the drill. And between these two, I should be able to get that wall cleaned off in there. The grinder one, that's the one that's shaky, especially because my grinder ain't got no shields or guards or nothing on it. So when you're dealing with this, this is kind of sketchy right here. Because not only you know, sometimes the wires come off and hit you, so you want to use more than just safety glasses. You should have safety glasses and a face shield. So that's gonna be the plan for the day. I got my extension cord all ready to go, and I need to look for a mask right now because I don't want to. That's another thing you want to get is a mask. I got some masks around here somewhere, but I gotta look for them, and get some gloves on. And I'm not gonna film myself doing it, but that's pretty much what I'm gonna do. I'll film it. I'll pick it up after I get it all grinded down and smooth. And after I get it grinded down and smooth, I'll take it from there and try to figure out what my next move is gonna be. All right, y'all. I'll fade this back in later. Just shaking and baking. Been 2 days without my stereo, and something's gotta give. I gotta figure out something. Cause riding around, although I do love the sweet sound of dual exhaust, I'd rather have the music to listen to also along with it. So here we go, y'all. I'll fade this back in when I get some of that wall smoothed off, or at least a section of it. Alright people, what's up? This is a very messy job I got going on here. I got half of it that stuff off of there, but in doing so, I found out that the drill don't really work all that well. It don't spin fast enough. So I've just been using this, making short work of it. It's pretty damn messy. So I definitely gotta get the vacuum in here, and probably my air hook up, blow this thing out with my air compressor or my air gun hooked to my air compressor. But I pretty much got all the fuzzy stuff off of it. That's all I really want to do with the wire bristle. I'm not sure what I'm gonna do with this panel yet, so that's why I haven't bothered to get the glue. The glue's still stuck on there a little bit. Alright, what's up, people? Oh boy, it's a messy job, but somebody has to do it. I got that back wall cleaned off. No more fuzzy stuff on the wall. No more little that padded stuff. So the next step, I think, in this is I think I'm gonna take this part off, and I'm gonna take this part off. Now there's an easy way to do it and there's a hard way to do it. The hard way is to cut it up with that same grinder. Just take the wire wheel off and put the cutting wheel on, and then grind it all down. But see, it's looked like it's just on there with little spot rivets. So first I'm going to try to do it the easy way and just take it off all in one piece. I'm going to use this here. Just kind of, you know, do it like that and burp, burp, burp. You know, see if I can break it free that way without too much carnage. That's going to be my first step. I'm not going to film that because that's a noisy, very noisy process. But I'm going to fire up the old air compressor, stretch the air hose out here, and see if I can do it like that and see what happens. So the creative juices are flowing. They are flowing. I'm starting to get some ideas of how I want to put this stereo. But let me see if I can get these pieces off, and then we'll take it from there. All right, y'all. I'll fade this back in once I figure out how I'm going to get these pieces off. All right. Well, I got the two pieces out for the bumper, the stock bumper jack and the spare that I wasn't going to use. It didn't go as smooth as what I thought it would. Because there are, you know, it's kind of a brute way to do it. There's some holes now. Basically just tore the metal where the spot welds were. There's some few dents here where I had to wedge it with a pry bar. And then right here is not as bad as that one. But you know, as you see, there's some holes here. So now at this point, now that I got everything cleaned out, I gotta get a game plan and some ideas how I'm gonna mount all these speakers and all my 4 6x9s in my sub. Alright, what's up, people? I think I got a solid game plan now of how I'm gonna do this, how I'm gonna at least do the 6x9s. I figure I'm gonna start on the 6x9s and then I'll worry about the sub later. Well, I want to get the 6x9s up there first. I found this old scrap metal that I have. I have like a 55-gallon drum of just a bunch of old scrap metal we used at one point for something, but we just never threw it out. So I found these two pieces here. This should be enough to do what I got to do for the whole project. The reason why I want to go with this is because it's real, it's kind of thin, but not thin enough to where it will bend on me. It's still thick enough to where it's pretty sturdy. And then also it's not real super thick, that way it's gonna be a pain in the ass to drill through. So what the plan is basically I'm gonna chop this up in about 3-inch pieces. Yeah, I'll chop this up in 3-inch pieces. First step is to get them chopped down to size. Actually, my first step is I want to measure all this up, make sure I got enough to do what I gotta do. Hopefully this will all work out for me. We'll see. And as I'm going along, you'll figure out what I'm talking about. Because I know now you're probably telling yourself, all you see is a 6x9, a rusty piece of metal sitting on top of a 6x9 box. So once it all comes together and I get further along in the project, you'll figure out what I'm talking about. Alright, so I'll fade this out and I'll bring it back in once I start chopping the pieces. Alright. Alright, I think I got the solid game plan going. I'm going to do this, try to get this first one up here, and that'll determine how the other 3 goes. Alright, I think I got it down the way I want it here. Just drill the last holes. This is the side that will be bolted to the 6x9. This is the side that'll be bolted to that ledge in the car. And I'll use these gold wood screws to go down on the 6x9. And I will use these silver metal screws to go down like so. That'd be pretty much it. Okay. Now the next step will be to clean this up, start placing this, and see if this actually is going to work. So I'll stick this on the vise here and wherever my grinder's at. I'll clean this up here and I'll get back up, bring this video back up as soon as I figure out what I did with my grinder. Alright, y'all. I'll pick this back up once I get further along. Once I clean this part up. Okay. I got only one 6x9 hooked up so far. This is a lot harder to do than what I thought it was. That's pretty much the gist of it right there. As you see, the sun is starting to go down a little bit, so I'm about to run out of lights. I ain't gonna be out here too much longer.
Man, I'm so high, I haven't landed yet. Don't know if
that's how the 6x9s are gonna be.
From this buzz that I feel. And I also got some kill, yep, as if you didn't know. 9 times out of 10, I'm ready, steady, staying flow. After unloading my
never mind that wire, I gotta do something with it.
I fire up a doobie. You do you, I do me. There's people concerned about my health, but they won't tell me. I don't even try to say it.
Alright, let me turn it down a little bit. Check it out.
That's what they say when I do.
Alright, let me see if I hook up the light. You can kind of see the bracket a little bit. But let me see if I hook up the light so you can see it a little bit better. I'll fade this back in once I get the light hooked up.